So, I wanted to talk a little bit about a comedian that maybe not a lot of people know about. His name was Bill Hicks, and in 1994 he died of pancreatic cancer. Like many before him and after, he died way too damn early before his message could be spread. He performed in the 80s and early 90s before his death to spread his message of the ideal of perfect love and the idea that we are all one. Um, he exuded hatred for the things that we do and the decisions we make, and basically just made fun of how quirky humanity can be. If you've ever listened to Tool and heard the song Third Eye on the Enema album, you've heard Bill Hicks in the intro of that song. Um, in the beginning, they use a few of his clips, of which they are probably my favorite quotations of him. Um, the first being that he talks about how you will never see a positive drug story on the news, how the news is supposed to be subjective, and yet constantly chooses sides rather than showing the pros and cons of both sides. The line goes, "Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves." Hicks was a huge proponent of drugs and their ability to open up your mind and um, help you realize that as people, we are all connected by energy and thoughts, and that, you know, we all vibrate at different frequencies, which is what makes us different. But as a whole, we are one entity. He constantly recounted his own stories of tripping out and having weird stuff happen. Keyholes spouting white orbs that were UFOs that brought him aboard their ship, or you know, never seeing a brain when he pan fried an egg. Um, take your pick. He had a lot of stories. I don't do drugs myself. I drink and smoke cigarettes, but most people don't consider those to be drugs, even though they are way worse for you than anything that naturally grows on the earth that we don't mess with. Um, you know, Hicks was very decisive on the issue that marijuana should be legalized, taxed, and mandatory. The second quote was, "It's not a war on drugs, it's a war on personal freedom. Keep that in mind at all times," which completely stated his position on it. Um, Basically, that the deficit then and the deficit now could be completely wiped out by making marijuana legalized and creating jobs because of it, and taxing it, as there's probably a greater outcry for it than any other drug there is. Um, this summer, there's a movie coming out called American: The Bill Hicks Story, which will be a retrospect of his life from the start of his career till his death. Um, if you're interested, check Bill out. He was a brilliant, brilliant comedian. Um, Not so much of a punchline comic, but more of a retrospective comic. He'll make you laugh, but he'll make you understand him as well. Um, my personal suggestions are to find the Revelations DVD, or Relentless, which is one of my personal favorites, or his Rants in E minor. I mean, there's plenty out there that you can find. Um, there's simply too many dead heroes in this world that go forgotten with time, and you know, they should really live on through our memories. and throughout the collective consciousness, which is the way Bill would have wanted to be remembered. So go out, find him. If you like him, that's great. If not, go fuck yourself. Don't care. And you know, I'll see you all on another video. See Gentleman German saying Auf Wiedersehen und Gonna.